A little longer than a few minutes later.
Morning everybody. It's Monday morning, bright and early, 7:15, 11 degrees, nice and fresh. Hope you had a good weekend. Had a day off yesterday, took the girls down to Devon. We went to see that hole in the rock at Dimble Door on the massive cliff face walk. My two little ones, a 5-year-old and a 7, did it without a breeze. They thought it was fun. I told them we were going to go see a magic elephant, so that kind of spurred them on a bit. Bad dad. But hey, we did it. It was good fun. Nice to have a day off and do something other than work. But yes, it's a Monday, back in the shop today. We've got the Z3 M3 coming in. First thing, I've got a Ford Cougar, which is having a camera front and rear, the thinkware. And what else? I've got a Mitsubishi L200, I think, coming in this afternoon for a stereo fit, their own radio. We've got to fit that for them. And whatever else comes in, we shall see. Tomorrow I've got the girls with me, but we've got odds and sods coming in. I've got John's mum's car coming down for, I've got to repair a scratch on the door, get some paint mixed. But I think it was one of their grandkids was riding a bike next to the car, fell over and the handlebar went down the door. But unfortunately it went straight through to the metal, like the primed area. Took a big chunk out of it, but it's about yay long, so we'll touch that in tomorrow with some paint and then sort of T-cut it and polish it back, sand it, to see if we can get it kind of a little bit more hidden and flatted off, so it's not so obvious, and at least the door's protected that it's not going to rust. She's having a service and an MOT as well, so I've got to do that tomorrow. And then yeah, it's going to be a busy old week. We've got lots coming in. Like summer has happened, the sun is out today. There is no clouds in the sky at all again. It's lovely blue. Just a blue day. Fire service have taken down their Union Jack again. Don't understand why they keep putting it up and taking it down. Leave it up, fellas, it looks ace. Hello to the new subscribers, by the way. We've got quite a few new ones. I think I checked at 733 this morning. Or was it 726? I can't remember, but it said we got, over the last sort of 28 days, we've had an increase of 33, I think it was. So maybe it's 726. So we've got a little way to go. Got 5 days. Need to get to that magic 1,000, and then the box will drop the epic video. Or maybe here's what we do, right? Maybe I do the delivery video of it coming, and then we do the finished tour with all the tools laid out on the floor, and the two together on the 1,000 drop. So maybe I tease you a little bit, maybe I clickbait you with the delivery video, and when we get 1,000 I'll do the two of them together and all the tools video. How does that sound? Just call me David Fryer. Nah. So the Z3's done. Next we've got this Ford Kuga. We're having a thinkware dash camera front and rear, so one up there and then one around the back here as well. So we'll get a camera up here, and with this one we're going to run the cable in the rubber and around down there safely, not over the airbags and not drilling a hole through here. Yeah. Dickheads.
A few inches later.
Right, Kuga's done. So we've got the front camera in on the top there. Obviously fitted properly with the airbags. Cables out the way. And then in the back, rear camera up there. So now we're going to go into the setup of the thinkware so you can see what this is like, because it's quite fun. So clutch in, we start it up. So we've got the green light on there, which means the camera's ready for pairing. So what we do is we find our
recording will now start.
Wi-Fi button.
Wi-Fi enabled.
Get the blue light enabled, and then we go into our camera app. It says thinkware dashcam. Do I want to pair up? Yes, I do. So it then takes us to our Wi-Fi settings, and then what we're looking for when this refreshes is a thinkware camera, and this will come in normal password, undefaulted, or defaulted should I say, is 1234567889. So we'll just give it a refresh, and then we go, it's found the thinkware camera. So we'll press add, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make sure that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll connect to the camera, and she will say connected to a smartphone.
Connected to a smartphone. Recording stops.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go into our application first, which looks a little bit like this. So we can go on live view here. So if I click on live view, turn the phone sideways, this just gives you an idea of where to line up the car's bonnet. So obviously you can press this button here, you can get rid of the guidelines, but it's just basically lining that up with the front of the car, so you can see your bonnet kind of here, and this is what the camera will see at the front. And then if we press the camera switch button, we can see what it's viewing at the back. And there's the back of the car. Obviously this comes with mile an hour, voltage of the car, time and date. So we'll go back out to the main settings, we'll turn the phone sideways again, and then the first thing we want to do is go down to Dashcam Settings. So we'll go into there. The camera settings at the front, the brightness and the brightness at the rear don't really matter. I do have it on wide dynamic range, but they see through the tints on the Chaser even at that, so that's fine. So first one we want to go into is recording settings. Now, park mode, I always have mine set to motion detection. The reason is if you have it on impact, if people are going to key your car, it's not going to move the car. So if you have it on motion, it gets them walking and to and from your vehicle. And obviously you can set your motion sensitivity here up and down. Super night vision mode, yes, we have that switched on. Off 48 hours, and then here you've got obviously 12 volt and 24 volt. Well, the 12 volt we're interested in. This is basically where the camera will switch off. So we set that down to 12 volts. So either 48 hours, like that, either 48 hours, or when the vehicle reaches 12 volts, it will then switch the camera off, which means you're not going to basically flatten your battery if you're parked up, or if you've left the vehicle for a long time, it won't go flat at a garage or anything like that. And we'll come back out of that mode, go into vehicle safety settings. So this has radar, this does watch forwards in case you're going to impact a vehicle. It bongs at you to say that the vehicle ahead of you is not slowing down as quickly. Safety camera alerts, obviously we've got vehicle type sedan, we'll put that to SUV. This is all to do with, it'll beep as well if you're crossing lanes and you're not paying attention. It's got lane discipline warning system. You've got your forward crash sensitivity and collision warnings. So we'll change those to mid, go back out. And then the last thing we're looking at is security. So I like to put an LED on there. This flashes from side to side, which basically means that your camera is showing a light, which people know that there's a camera fitted in this. And then on here as well, you've got timestamps, you've got daylight saving, you've got speed units. If you want to take the speed stamp off, you can do, but I leave it on. And that's the camera setup. So we go back to our main menu, we go down to memory card settings, and the last thing we need to do, I like to change the partition of recording down to C, which basically gives you more for incident while it's parking. And we'll just apply that. And then we do a memory card format.
Memory card format will now start. Memory card format complete.
Nice. And that's pretty much the camera setup. And then when we come back out of this, we turn off our Wi-Fi.
Disconnected from a smartphone. Continuous recording starts.
And that's as easy as it is. And the last thing we do to check is we just remove ourselves from the application. We turn the engine off, so the ignition now is gone. Now this should then go into park mode.
Parking recording will now start. Wi-Fi disabled.
Did you get the radio, Halfords?
Yeah. It was like, stupid, but you kind of think, oh, where do you buy radios from?
Me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, we sell them too. Beautiful. Switch key off for us. And back on. Beautiful. Easy when you know how. So Monday's done. Crazy day. So we had the Cougar in, the Z3. Then I had Big V in with a camper that they're doing an install on to show them what to do with the amplification and the crossover networks. And lastly, what else do we have in? Oh yes, the L200 to put the stereo in. That was a little surprise visit, a drop on me, but we got it done. So tomorrow we've got a Ford Mondeo coming in first thing for an Easy DAB BT. That's Bluetooth and digital radio onto the standard stereo. Gonna have the girls with me tomorrow, and then I've got John's mum's car for an MOT and service. Fix the scratch down the door. And put his nipples in some clamps now. Boy! Bad baby, bad baby! He'd love that though. Little slag. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Tuesday tomorrow. Snap on Tuesday. Jody will be coming in. We shall see what happens with what he's got on board, if I need to buy anything, or whether I do or don't. But other than that, Tuesday's finished. No, Monday's finished. I'll make my way out. See you all in the morning, nice and bright and early. Come on, subscribers. 4 days to go. If you want that big ass video. See ya. Bye. First of the merch is in. If you want some, message.